Hey everyone, thanks for being here with me today. My name's Tammy and I am making some soap. That's right, news to me scent from Midwest Fragrances. They have their new summer scent is out and about, and I am giving Sunset Citrus a go. This is one of my favorites. It's not, I just got done making Citrus Agave from Candle Science. That's in my oven, and it's just, I had to restock that. It's so good. Citrus Agave is much more on the brighter citrusy notes, where Sunset Citrus is actually pretty well named. It's more of a complex scent, I believe, than the other citrus soap I just made. It definitely has a bit of a, I'm so bad at this. It has more of a depth to it. And that's not a good or a bad thing. They're two completely different scents. I'm really looking forward to trying this. So my color scheme for this scent, which I kept my color scheme. If you haven't seen my Citrus Agave soap, I will link that above. I kept the color scheme the exact same this time because I loved those colors so much. This one, I'm playing into the sunset of the name. So I have Racing Stripe Orange I'm going to do some Red Vibrance for more of a deeper burgundy red. And then I'm going to combine a couple golds that I've had on my shelf forever, Light Gold and King's Gold, both from Brambleberry. So I don't know if I'm going to do like anything. I'm just going to kind of play around with these colors, and if I have to add a little bit of mica to make them what I'm looking for, I will. But if not, I'm going to call it good. And I'm really excited about just doing this really earthy toned vibe for this Sunset Citrus soap. I may even add a very small amount of gray or brown just to give it more of a depth of movement between all of these orangey, reddish orange colors. We'll see what happens when I'm actually making. Obviously, I'm in the midst of it. My lye water is in the other room, cooling down. It's almost ready to go. I think I'm about ready to go. This fragrance, by the way, will discolor to a light yellow. Not a problem for me. And it will accelerate a little bit, so I will be hand stirring it in probably right before I pour all the colors. So as far as design, I'll probably keep it pretty simple because I don't know how much of acceleration we're going to face. So I'll probably either do a hanger swirl or drop swirl, something along those lines. But stay tuned, guys. All right, I think I'm about ready. I did go ahead and grab a tiny bit of, what's it called? Hang on. Shimmer Brown from My Cousin Moore to just, again, I just want a little bit of that throughout. This looks cloudy, but I just mixed in my kale and clay. Can't talk. And I just put all my powders in here dry. I'm not going to worry about mixing those in ahead of time. And I started to put my orange in same amount of this, but then I decided I want this in my big pitcher. So I'm going to do that. And I don't want to waste that orange, so I'm going to do a little bit of transferring here so I can get all that out of there. Alright, and I'm going to blend them all to be well incorporated. These look good. Happy with those. brown is a little dark, but that's okay. I left my door open, so you're probably hearing my dehumidifier out in the main room. This one I'm not 100% in love with. It looks a little like washed out maybe. It's not as deep as I was hoping it would be. Let's do a little bit of tweaking. Okay. That's more like it. That's a little bit more like it. It's definitely more of a rusty, sunsetty color. Perfect. Okay. Put that in some water and get myself situated here, guys. Hang on. Ah, my goat's milk. I'm gonna forget my goat's milk. Heavens. Heavens, guys. I'm just gonna do this, and I may have to stick blend everything back in there. I'm gonna run the stick blender in that one more time just to make sure that goat's milk is good and blended in. So mad. I'm glad I saw it. It's still a little bit more fluid than I would normally like, so I'm not going to be very aggressive with my, I'm just going to be really actually, and then I'm just going to go right in the middle, and that's it. I'm loving these colors. Oh my gosh, this would make a beautiful fall colored soap. I'm going to put the brown on first because I don't want a whole lot of that showing. Actually, I'm going to do this one first. Now I'm going to do the brown. Oh my goodness, these colors are so pretty. So normally I will do a skewer, and that's 75% of the tops skewer. But I was watching yesterday or this morning, I can't remember now, Bubbles by Heather, and I was watching her do her watermelon soap, and she did the scoop top where it kind of whoop. So I'm going to give her a go. I'm going to try it. I've never been able to get a good one, and I always feel so, I don't know, just not good at that. So I'm thinking this teaspoon, half teaspoon or whatever, is just a little bit flat and wide, so maybe that'll be good. I don't know if it is ready. And probably one of the mistakes that I make is I do it too soon. So Let's see, guys. I used to have my loaf marked here, but I don't see that. I wonder if it's on the other side of this. I probably should not do that. I should not do that. See if I have marks, but I've either washed them off or they're no longer there. I don't know. I think I'm not very good at it. I'm going to hold out judgment. It does tend to muddy up your colors a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to hold judgment. I'm not going to say anything about what's in my mind right now. I'm going to put it in the oven overnight and we'll cut it tomorrow. There we go. What do we think? Very fall-like in its colors, isn't it? I'm not sure I love the top, but let's see what the inside looks like. It's just a little muddied, but it may look quite lovely when we get it cut into bars. So I'm gonna go get my cutter. I will be right back. I keep moving my stuff, guys. This was in here for several months and then I just recently moved it to the other room. I can't really decide where I want things. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That is quite pretty in the inside. All right, fifth soap of the day. Fifth and final soap to cut today, guys. Sunset Citrus. It just seems like the wrong time of year for this soap. These colors anyway. But maybe not. I mean, they're kind of autumnal, but it is sunset and ooh, that's not too bad. And the top I like a lot better now that it's cut. I think it's pretty. It's been a while since I've used this mold and I forgot how huge these sample pieces are. Huge. I may have to start cutting these in half for samples and then leaving them whole for my sampler pack. I think I'm gonna have to start doing that. Ooh, that's pretty. I really am starting to like this design. So pretty, guys. I'm glad I added the brown. I think that is helping that along. I am going to get these on my bun rack I now have. It's so helpful to have that. And I'm going to let them sit on there for a couple days before I clean up the edges. I think that's just going to be a lot easier to clean when they've sat for a couple days, and then I'll put them on my soap drying rack after that. So I'll bring you back in a couple days when they're all clean and pretty. So it's been about a week since I cut this Sunset Citrus. And as much as I love the design, which I do love the design, I wasn't sure about the scent. And I probably shouldn't have made it back to back of Citrus Agave. And it's just this really bright, clean, citrusy scent that's perfect for summer. And I'm thinking, I love that one so much. I didn't know if I liked this one so much. But I think I like it more than I did when I first cut it. And I think it's just so different. And the whole two citruses in the names are throwing me maybe a little bit. I may just call this Sunset and leave the citrus out of it, because it doesn't scream citrus to me. But it is a really interesting and intriguing scent. It's not my best thing of describing scents, but it is just something about it is just so different. And I really like a scent that is different, that people maybe hadn't smelled before. And this is definitely one that someone has not smelled before. It's not one of your standard, run-of-the-mill scents. I like it for that reason a lot. And I think it's a very unisex scent too. And the more I smell it, the more it's growing on me. So I'm going to drop the name. I'm not going to call it Citrus Sunset or Sunset Citrus. I'm just going to call it Sunset, because look at those colors. This is great. I think these colors are so pretty. They may be a little, fallish in their tone, but I really think they're pretty. Look at that swirl. I like the top. I like the swirl. I'm pretty darn happy with it. Guys, I hope you had fun watching me make this, and I hope you love these colors and this design as much as I do, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.